Hi, I'm Sherry, and welcome to The Eyes Have It. My last video was the October BOXYCHARM, and today is the November BOXYCHARM, so that I can get caught up and not get too far behind again. Alright, so this month's theme for November is Gold Digger, instead of Gold Digger. So Gold Digger, even though they're saying gold, G-O-A-L, it's still basically a lot of gold stuff and sparkly stuff, and, pretty much that's it. All right, my look today is from the palette that came in this box, so I'm going to be talking about that momentarily. Okay, the first thing on the list, excuse my dryer. Where is the box for this? The Cover FX Glitter Drops. I love Cover FX as a brand, but this product, unless you're 20. So there's the box, and there is the product. And it said ultra concentrated drops of multi-dimensional glitter. Yeah, it's not shimmer, it's glitter. Create a high impact reflective finish that wows. You can use it alone, under or over makeup, or mixed into your foundation or moisturizer. I cannot even imagine trying to put this, because here's what I did last week when this first came. I was like, okay, well, I don't wear foundation, but once in a blue moon, so I really was afraid looking at it to put it in my foundation if I wore any. So here's what I did. One night I was going out, and I said, okay, I'm going to use it as a highlighter. Okay. So, the whole evening, glitter. There were chunks of glitter sitting in my pores. It was not pretty. So there it is, and then when you spread it out. Now, I'm guessing like Susie Q, you're probably going to like this. Susie Blankenship, she loves her some glitter. And I'm sure a lot of the younger girls will love it, but for me, no. You can see, talk about high wattage. Yeah, it doesn't look chunky there, but on me it was. So what I did was basically the day I did this, I just went like this, tap, tap, tap. You can't tell how much is coming off because there's a lot still on my fingertip. So I just basically went tap, 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 and just patted it in, okay? So yeah, you can see it, fine. Okay, but you know that I have a 10 times magnification mirror that I do my makeup in. And every time I went to reapply my lip, or, went in the bathroom or something, wherever we were, I don't even remember where we were that night. It was just glitter, chunks of glitter everywhere. Now see there, it's a little bit more highlight than I like, but it looks okay. But close up, all I can tell you is that when it dries, the liquidy part that's in here, it dries, and all that's left is chunks of glitter. That's my experience anyway. That's the only time I tried to use it because it was such a fail. Now, the people who like the disco ball effect, with having an intense shine in the foundation, they're probably going to love the heck out of this stuff, but it's not for me. And it retails for 44 bucks. Now, the nice thing about this is, it's going to last you for years, because you can only use a teeny tiny bit at a time, or else you're going to be lighting up your whole entire town. So I will not be keeping that. All right, next is a palette from a company that I don't think, okay, now, I wiped that off with a clean, wet makeup wipe, and there's still glitter all over my hand. I don't know if you can see it. Damn light. You may not be able to, but close up I can. There's glitter in every pore of my hand. I don't think I've heard of this company before. The The way it is spelled, I would assume, and with the accent, I would assume it's called Ace Beauté because it's got an accent. That's the French spelling, so I'm guessing that's what it is. And it is called the Grandiose palette. And it's got 4 shimmer shades, 4 bold mattes, and it has all you need to create unlimited eye looks. Don't know if I'd go that far. These eyeshadows were carefully milled and pressed to deliver intense pigmentation and easy blending. $25 is the price. And that's what it looks like. Does not have a mirror. Very pretty packaging. Cardboard, but very pretty. Very classy print and everything. So here are your colors. Now I wore this, no, it was the other one I'm thinking of. No, I've worn this twice since I got it. So the last time I wore it, I did this, and this. These 3 with the matte on my mobile eye, I think, on my own mobile eyelid. Today I used this, and this. And some of this in my outer V because it was the only thing I could really find to use. This makeup has been on for 6.5 hours, so it's not exactly fresh. Okay, so let me do some swatcheroonies here. I think, do I want to swatch by color family or by row? All right, so let's do this. I'm going to go just by row, but I'm going to go sideways instead of top and bottom. Okay, these have a really nice feel to them. Get a little bit more of that gold. Okay, there's the first 2 colors. And I'm going to use my wipe so I can get a nice clean fingertip for the next 2. I'll say the shimmers, they're so soft. And the mattes are very pigmented. So I was not disappointed at all in those. Let me get a little bit more of a fingertip on that. There you go. And you can see, as I said, no pigmentation problems with this thing. All right, the next is clove, and they're all named after a plant, a flower, an herb, a spice, that type of thing. This is not even showing up. This is clove, which is right here. It's not really showing well at all on camera, but it is a, between a peach and a salmon, but very pale. As you can see, that one is very vivid. Yeah, that one hardly shows up on the swatch. And last, we have a gold sparkle and a cream matte. Well, actually, I don't know there's a gold sparkle. I don't think no, I haven't used that one yet. I don't think. Okay, so then we have a sort of a champagne shimmer and a creamy matte. Okay, there you go. Color pigmentation, not an issue except for that color right there. So what I saw in my head, I do this a lot when I get a palette or I want a palette or I'm lusting after a palette. I kind of plan in my head what my idea is for an eye look before I even start. Well, the idea that I had did not work out, but I was still pretty happy with how it came out. It just wasn't the idea that I had in my head. So what I did, like I said, let me think. Yes, I have a picture of me in the coppery colors, and I will either use that. Unfortunately, I'm doing all my editing on the tablet and my filming on a tablet, and so the editing apps just are not as robust as a PC app, and I don't work on the PC at all anymore. And the last PC editing app I tried wouldn't even let me to insert a picture, so pretty bad. I've been trying them, you know, all out, and like some things, hate some things. I don't know if you can tell. My thumb is absolutely, and I didn't even put it on my thumb. My thumb is absolutely covered in glitter. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, so the first night, like I said, I wore these three, and then today I'm wearing this on my mobile lid, covered by this, which is the champagne. And then I'm wearing this in the crease, and I'm wearing some of this in my outer V because it was the only matte, darker color that would contrast a little bit from that. And then I put some more of the beige in under my brow, and I think that's about it. I was originally going to work all three of these in together, but then I decided not to, so it's pretty much just this and this and this. So I've now used all the colors but this pinkier one, and I don't know if I've used the champagne one, but it's a real pretty champagne. In general, I like it. Like I said, the shimmers are they feel great. Very soft and nicely pigmented. The mattes, it just depends. This matte that is most of this pinky red you're seeing, that's called Poppy. As you can see, I didn't have any problem getting color from that. Cinnamon is okay, not a big problem. That's a matte, getting color from that. Patchouli is, you know, just a basic beige, so it's not going to really show up much on my skin. But Clove, I was supremely disappointed with. And, you know, because it is more of a peachy tone, peachy salmon tone, than a pink or red, I thought that would really set it off very nicely, that look. It doesn't show up. It just doesn't show up. I did use it, like I have my under eyebrow height, you know, color up here, and my crease, and then I put some of this in between the two and tried to blend it in, and it just disappeared. I like it. In fact, I would say I like it better than the one from October. But again, still not super versatile, but more versatile maybe than last month's. Okay, and that retails, I think I said 25 bucks. All right, next is a set of Luxie brushes, ice brushes. It's called the Luminous Eye Set because the handles have gold glitter in them. You know, how you feel about these is going to depend a lot on what it is that you use for brushes on a daily basis. If you use, like, you know, you just go to the drugstore and buy the least expensive brush, then these are probably going to be good for you. If you're used to Sigma, Goss, I don't remember the name of that one that I have, Yaka Sobo, something like that. What is that called? And of course, oh, Chikuhodo, sorry. If you're used to nicer brushes, for me, these don't cut it. These two are very similar. It's just that one's flat and one's angled. Same thing here. They're both fluffy brushes. One flat, one angled. I think the only one that I really felt did anything, and even then it wasn't a whole lot, was this one here, which I used as sort of a pencil brush in the outer corner. Not for this look today, but for my look the other day. So, you know, if you adore Luxie brushes, you're going to like it. If you are used to a higher end brush, probably not so much. You can see that I've used them all, but I just didn't feel like they had enough there. They're very soft and they give a lot. So like for example, here is my pencil brush that I use for my outer V. And here is the Luxie version. Okay, I liked the fact that it was even smaller than my, my Sigma. But here's the difference. I can push down on that and it doesn't give, which this goes all the way down. Okay, that's the difference. When I'm pushing color, dark color in that outer corner, I need it to hang in there with me and not collapse. And that's what all 4 of these did. To some, different degrees. There is some firmness there. It's just not as much as this. And this, by the way, is the Sigma Domed Utility E34. I've been using it for years. That's my go-to outer V color. And the brushes retail for $21. Okay. This next one, I was kind of excited in a nerdy sort of way. It was a pair of tweezers. And I was like, a good pair of tweezers is like gold, So I was kind of excited until I got them out of the package. And I went, huh? So it turns out what they are dual-ended tweezers. There's a pointy end on one side and a blunt on the other side. In theory, this is awesome. I got 2 pairs of tweezers for one. But in practice, you have to grab them really close up because with them being double, there's the spring in the middle. And with them being double, if you press back here, you get, look at this, you get nothing. You press a little bit farther forward, you're getting there, but you're still getting a separation. And if you're gonna use a needle nose tweezer, you're gonna want to go in for some accuracy. So having a 1/4 inch between the blades is not going to do it. So I found that I had to go clear in to right above the silver part, so that they just didn't have any space in them anymore. And pretty much the same thing over here, but not quite as bad because it's on the other side of the spring. So like there's that one. So it does close from the middle. But if you want grabbing power, then you're going to want to get right up on it. They're okay. They're by Farrah. They're called Galaxy Gold tweezers because they got little, I don't know, fireworks or something on them. And they retail for $12. And they're made with, it says they're made with surgical stainless steel. I don't know. I gotta wonder. The flat side removes coarse, thick hair, and the more pointed side tweezes away even the finest of hairs. Would I like throw them in a trash can? Probably not. I might put them in a travel bag. Something like that. But no, they're not going to be my everyday. My everyday tweezers are Tweezer Man. I have a pair of Tweezer Man, needle nose. And then the other pair that is my blunt. They're new this year, and I don't remember the company, but they're damn good quality. So yeah, those won't be my everyday. And last, the Bodyography Makeup Brush Cleaner. Cleansing and disinfecting your brushes has never been easier. Made from natural orange peel and gentle cleansers, this cleansing spray disinfects and conditions your brushes. So when I got down to actually using this, which was just a half an hour ago, I read the directions on the bottle. And from what I can read of it, it's very small. But it says, spray directly onto the brush hair and gently wipe on a paper towel. Use sparingly so or not to soak brush hair. Like you don't want to soak the brush hair, which you normally would when you're brush washing them. For deeper cleaning, work cleaner into brush hair and rinse in cool water. Okay, so you can do it either way. All right, so what I did was the quick and dirty. And I did my 5 daily brushes that I use every single time I do makeup for the past, well, year, because a couple of them are new. This is my Sigma E37 All Over Blend. So I just cleaned that one. It left the hair a little damp because I just did what it said. I just spritzed it, and instead of a paper towel, I used my rag that I always have when I'm doing my makeup so that I can pop off some powder on my rag there. So that's my my blending brush. This is my Wayne Goss crease brush, and it dried nicely. I shaped it as I was wiping it dry, and so it cleaned up nice. Still a little damp. The one I've already shown you, the Domed Utility E34, my pencil brush, very nice. And my Chikuhodo flat shader. So, and then this other one is just a crown that I use sometimes, but not always. But I will say, not all of this came out of those 5 brushes, but a good bit of it did. A good bit of that color and on that side came from those brushes, just with a spritz, spritz, spritz wipe that fast. Got them pretty dang clean. I was shocked, actually. So, yeah, pretty nice and clean. So that would be a good daily clean. I'm sorry this is running so long. Dang! All right, and I think, did I say that's $12 as well? Okay, and that's by Bodyography. And it says it's made with orange peels. While I was using it, I didn't. It kind of smells like hairspray. Didn't smell like orange peels to me. And by the way, I think it was towards the end of my October BOXYCHARM video, I was spraying something. Oh gosh, it's in a bottle like this. And I can't remember what it was. But it was a hair product by Briogeo, I think. Anyhow, I remember saying it smelled like coconut and a little vanilla. And I don't know if it was that or something else, but when I was done filming, I reeked of something for like hours afterwards, and it was not coconutty. So I don't know if the coconut was just like the top fragrance, and then underneath there was something else, but I reeked, and it was like almost perfumey. It was unpleasant for me because I'm so fragrance sensitive. All right, so there's your November BOXYCHARM. And I shall be back soon with my Sephora VIB sale haul. Got some repurchases, you know, replacements of things that I love, and a couple of new things and a couple of samples. So that'll be coming. And the BOX came a couple of days ago, and it's in the car so that I can gird my loins for the excitement that will naturally ensue when a certain someone finds out that it's here. So far, she doesn't know. So that'll be coming as well. Take care, be well, and always be yourself. And have a happy Thanksgiving. And just enjoy that time with your family, whether it is dysfunctional or not. Just enjoy it and hold on to those memories. Just a very quick story. I'm sorry this is running so late, but my older brother has a best friend that's like a brother to him. Been his best friend for 60 plus years, and he suffered a stroke recently, and it destroyed his brain. He's never going to come home from the facility where he is. He can't even get out of bed. And so, you know, always consider that, even with people in your family who might drive you a little nuts, you know what I mean? Or, you know, your friends or your neighborhood or whatever. You know, just kind of seize the day. And remember, they're not always going to be here. Bye. Snore.